Greetings, this is Frosty Thundertrod, and welcome to Baldur's Gate 3. This is patch 8, and I'm going to start a new playthrough. This series is probably not going to go all the way to the end, and it's going to be very interspersed since I start up Asphalt again Monday. My time to play and record will be extremely diminished. I'm not actually very good at video games, so I'm going to stay with balanced. All of us have seen this cutscene before, so skip.
Who are you?
Yeah, don't reset the tutorials. Well, I'm going to play as a Dark Urge. I am going to go as the Githyanki. Class, I'm going to be a cleric barbarian. So I'm going to be a Death Domain cleric and new giant barbarian. Death Domain. Yeah, but I'm going to be a Death Domain cleric of Kelemvor. So the question is, do I want to take Barbarian first or Cleric first? I'm going to say Barbarian first since I'm going to have Shadow Art here on the Nautiloid. And then once I hit level 2, then I'll pick up Cleric. Background, Haunted One. Alright. Take 1 point out strength. Don't want to take too many points out of Charisma. 15, yeah, 1 more out of Dexterity. Need to find a point somewhere. Well, fudge. I guess this will work. And then I'll have to pump up Wisdom in-game. Although, I'm going to be using my Barbarian abilities mostly for the attack, and my Cleric abilities will mainly be before buffing and healing. So I guess having high Wisdom isn't that important. The Dark Urge. Frosty. I'm going to edit my appearance a little bit, though. Alright.
Where to next?
What was that?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells. Something.
Beware. Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
That's Shadowheart.
Be wary.
It's opened. I want
More of those wretched things.
Yeah, you know, the male voices don't sound all that different, really. I want just a slight green. I think that'll work. No thanks, don't. Not into tattoos. Hair. Gotta have my fro. Oh, that's some luscious locks. That looks like my son's hair. Yep. Alright, so let's go. Blonde gold. And then for the highlights, since I'm Gith Yankee, let's go. Eh. I'm looking for like a bluish green, a teal. Yeah, I think that'll work.
You need a guardian. Choose one.
Fine. Skip.
The blood in your head thrums and pounds. Pounding blood obscures who you are. An overwhelming loss of memory. How you ended up amidst these hellish flames is just as hidden. You have nothing in your skull, besides your name and a headache. But you are in danger.
Say your name aloud. You have proof. You have a part of yourself.
Dark urge. Whatever that is you. You will claw back the truth. But first, you have to claw your way out of here.
Finally free. I must find my kin.
Yeah.
This is the pool it came from. The gate.
Although I messed up, I
that has
didn't select
violated
my
your mind.
skills.
You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
All right. Worth it.
Another step forward. Dead. Good. Someone else got out.
play leapfrog here. And then they put a healer right here for people like me that just can't help but fiddle with everything.
Better. Let's
Alright.
see what this does.
Yeah. I think the Bard and Death Cleric is going to be thematically really good as a Dark Urge. The Bard representing the savagery of ripping people apart. Of course, the Death Cleric, well, it's death.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation. You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Yeah, this thing definitely has to die. Shake the blood from my hands. The cannon fire's a lot more impressive than when I first played this game.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the Gith's eyes.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Who are you?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
Fine then, what do you suggest?
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Oh, nice.
Try me.
One dead. Loot's important.
I am fury. I am death. Make way.
Lae'zel killed the nymph with a bow. That's kind of unusual.
Cutting to the chase.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
I would certainly hope so.
To the helm.
Need a ranged
What's
weapon.
inside?
Oh, there's a ranged weapon. They're both just light crossbows, but... yeah, my main form of attack is going to be throwing things.
Walk in death. Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
That might be a good weapon for Lae'zel. I want to make Lae'zel... See, first time I played through, I just killed Lae'zel. This time I want to make her a technique fighter. No, a highly skilled fighter as opposed to a brute. I'm gonna let my character, Frosty, do the brute work. While Lae'zel is going to be more technical.
Gay machinery. I can make no sense of it. Damn it! You! Get me out of this damn thing! Don't waste time on Istik. We must go.
Yeah, let's just rip this thing apart.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
I gotta die for something.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness. Because you're a gift.
Yeah, well,
You're
I don't
a
really
gift.
know what gift means
How
to
did you
right now.
help me?
Why? Because she
And
asked.
you expect what in return exactly? Githyanki aren't given to charity.
Must I want something?
That's what your kind does. They take. Still, you did help me. We both need all the help we can get. Let's try to get off this thing together.
Alright, I'll ask you about my people later.
One moment.
Finally. Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
Yeah.
She's right. Lead on.
I wonder what the next move is.
No time to dally.
All right. There we go.
I must keep going.
I can do better. I must dream in red.
Skrar. How many hosts of these gay infected?
Yeah, when I first played the game, I was using a older video card and I couldn't see all these pods out here. But now with my newer video card, I can.
A room. But for what?
Nothing since I ripped the pod open. Oh well. Yeah, it's kind of a shame, you know, you go through this whole series to get the key and you open that reliquary and there's really nothing of any value in it. Just a little bit of gold and a gem.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane yank.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape. Impact is imminent. I must connect the helm.
No time for mercy.
Or it hit the target, apparently.
Got to press on.
That was surprisingly effective.
Take this shit. Rosario will have your head.
On the move.
Need to find a way forward.
Talk to me. On the move.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder. My path be true.
Good idea, I think. Another step forward.
What should I do?
That's what I wanted.
On I go.
Your spine is mine.
I must reach the helm. Make way. Hurry before they strike.
At the ready. That should work.
I'm liking this throwing thing.
Onward.
Let these intruders away. Our furnace is ours.
Taking position.
Open up. And away I go.
Can't give up.
I've never really done the throwing build before, but it's really working really well.
Before more dragons come.
Take this ship. Rosario will have your head.
No time to waste.
Light on my feet.
Can't give up. Not now. Let's see.
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
I haven't realized it before, but Shadowheart has a scar right beneath her right eye, just like I do. I wonder if she got hers from getting kicked in the head by a horse like I did. A little last minute telekinesis.
You half expected your memories to return once you were free of the Mind Flayer ship. But your past is still an aching void. If you don't find a way to remove the tadpole burrowed in your brain soon, your future will be as blank as your past. Your head whispers vengeance. You cannot wait to slice your way forth, seeking whatever wrought this tragedy upon you.
Never wanted the easy path.
You drink in the pungent corpse. Since you awoke on the ship, your mind has been cold and empty, but something stirs. With your hands close to this body, you know nothing of why, but you find a half smile flittering across your face.
Push the smile away, this is vile.
With a shake of your head, you can hear your own blood throbbing in your ears. There is something unknown and unspeakable deep within your heart.
Alright, let's wake her up.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
It doesn't matter, we made it.
True. Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging by all the corpses strewn about. I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
Do you have any idea where we are?
No. I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
You want to stay together?
We need each other. And we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright, let's get moving.
One thing. Just before we go. I wanted to thank you again. For freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod. But you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Alright, level up. So I'm going to go with a level of cleric. Cantrips. Guidance is a must. Yes, the death subclass. Nice. Be Kalimvor. Insight, yep. And I'll get Nature, Investigation, History, and Arcana proficiency through my Githyanki ability. And Shadhart's not really going to be in my party very much, so she can stay a cleric. Well, and besides, clerics are one of the best classes overall anyway. Let's try out the new photo mode. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna end this here. Thank you very much for watching.